The largest crowd to ever watch OU play packed over 92,000 seats at the Cotton Bowl on Saturday morning as the Sooners took on their hated rival Texas. Of course, the question on everyone's mind was, could anything slow down the #1 Sooners? Through 5 games, their offense seemed unstoppable, their defense impenetrable. Of course, this is the Red River rivalry, and strange things seem to happen in Dallas. It was the 8th time OU entered the game with the #1 ranking. They had won all but one previously. OU got off to a familiar start. Bradford to DeMarco Murray for a 34-yard gain down to the UT 20-yard line. Bradford then found Manuel Johnson for a 5-yard touchdown pass. OU led 7-0 less than 3 minutes in. Texas would drive straight back down the field on their first possession, but on 3rd and goal from the 7, Gerald McCoy sacked Colt McCoy. Longhorns settled for 3. 7-3 OU. McCoy had 2 sacks on the day. Believe it or not, that was all the scoring in the first quarter. But the second quarter would make up for it. And Bradford's 8-yard pass for Jermaine Gresham squirted out of the big man's hands and into Ryan Broyles. He's in the right place at the right time for the touchdown deflection. Broyles had 5 catches for 61 yards and the touchdown. OU led 14-3. But on the ensuing kickoff, perhaps the key play of the game, OU's Achilles heel, special teams. Here's its ugly head as Jordan Shipley returns the Matt Moreland kick, 96 yards for the score. OU led only 14-10. That is until Bradford hooked up with Gresham. How does a 6'6" guy get this wide open? It's beyond me. But he sprints 52 yards to pay dirt. OU led 21-10. Gresham caught 5 passes for 90 yards. The touchdown is the 17th of his career, giving him the most TD receptions by any tight end in Sooner history. But as the first half comes to an end, Texas's Hunter Lawrence kicks the 33-yard field goal. OU led only 21-20. Longhorns scored the final 10 points of the half. In the third quarter, OU once again starts quickly as Bradford finds Manny Johnson on the middle screen, and he accelerates 14 yards for the score. 28-21 OU, 3:15 into the second half. But ESPN's Lee Corso says, not so fast, my friend, and things quickly go downhill. Ryan Reynolds, the middle linebacker that's been playing almost flawless football, goes down for the 3rd straight season, this time with a torn ACL. He's out for the year. Then after a long, methodical Texas drive for a touchdown, Bob Stoops fakes the punt on 4th and 6. Mike Nall gets 5. It's another big swing of momentum as Texas drove the short field and kicked the 28-yard field goal. OU trailed for the first time this season, 30-28, barely a minute left in the third. But Bradford brought his boys back once again. And here he finds his favorite receiver, Manny Johnson, with a 14-yard touchdown pass. OU led 35-30. Manny had 6 catches for 85 yards and 3 touchdowns. Bradford was 28 of 39 for 387 yards and 5 touchdowns with 2 interceptions. OU just couldn't stop Texas late. Cody Johnson capped a 4-minute, 74-yard drive with a 1-yard plunge. Texas then added the 2-point conversion and led 38-35 with 7.5 minutes remaining. And Chris Agbananya sealed it when he took the handoff and rumbled 62 yards all the way down to the 2. Cody Johnson would punch it in from there. Longhorns outrushed the Sooners 161 yards to 48 and held the ball 37 minutes to OU's 23. Top-ranked Sooners fall 45-35 to the number 5 ranked Texas Longhorns. Afterwards, OU coach Bob Stoops said, "Give credit where credit's due. Texas, just a better team on Saturday."
Well, again, give Texas's defense credit. They came up with some good stops and some good defense. So, when you play a game through 4 quarters, you're going to have your times where it's going well, and sometimes it isn't. And they did a better job there down the stretch when they had to.
I thought our guys competed really hard the whole day and didn't play good enough or coach good enough and make plays at some real pivotal times.
I've been telling people all week that the best thing about Texas offense is they execute, and that's what they did today. And they take advantage of other people's mistakes. And when we made mistakes and we had penalties, they took advantage. And Coach's a great player, and he handled his offense well today.
We still have 6 more conference games, and we can't change the outcome of this game, but we can learn from our mistakes and just take care of business in the future.
I agree with Sam. That game's over. We got the rest of the Big 12 left. I think my sophomore year we lost this game and ended up winning the Big 12 championship, so it's not over by far.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's just our second conference game. We're going to get in the film room tomorrow, see what we need to fix, come out Monday, and get ready for Kansas.
Well, the message is we're only halfway through the year, so we've got and the major part of it is coming is our conference play. So we've got to take pride in it, which we do, and we've got a long year still ahead of us. Let's keep our head up, keep competing, and let's try and improve in some areas.
And so the 10-point loss to their arch nemesis will certainly sting the Sooners for a while. There's not much time to sit around and sulk. That's because OU hosts another top 25 opponent come Saturday in the Kansas Jayhawks. Reporting from the Cotton Bowl, Damon Fontenot, News OK TV.